Honey, on the day he found out that his dream was about to come true, he had a very big disappointment. When Mel was going home to tell her husband Ju the good news, she found him in a square with his lover who, as he knew, was already pregnant for a few months. She comes close and congratulates them. Mayara thanks her and says, "More love, do you know her?" My speech can leave GE and I introduce myself, I'm GE's cousin. And greets Mayara. She says, "Well love, I didn't know her." He says that mine is a distant cousin and he hardly ever leaves the house. My question, how long have you been together? And how long have you been pregnant? Mayara says that they've been together for 3 years, and she's 6 months pregnant. My talk is that they've been together for a long time. Mayara says that at first it was a little difficult because Ju didn't take her seriously, but little by little they got along, and now they're going to be dads. My friend says that he hopes that she has a very good end of pregnancy and that her son is born very healthy and that you are very happy. Mayara says that she hopes that her son will be just like Papa Ju. Mayu says it was a pleasure to meet her. Mayu leaves very sad about what she just found out. Mayara tells Ju that when he took her to meet his parents she didn't see this cousin there. Ju says she lives far away and hardly ever leaves the house. Mayara tells yes. Man is very sad about the betrayal he just found out. Mayara tells Ju that he wants to eat something different. Ju says, "More love, you just ate." Mayara says it's not her, but the baby. He says, "Okay, true, let's go then." Later, who goes home and can't open the door, knocks and asks Mayu to open the door. Mayu is inside very sad, but he packed all Ju's bags, and when he saw him knocking he went to the door and took the bags together. She didn't even let him in. When the bags are still strange, he asks if Mayu is going to leave. Mine says he's the one leaving the house, and throws the bags in his direction. Ju says, "What is this, love? Why are you doing this? Dude, how do you still have the courage to ask me why? Do you really think I'm going to accept you with another woman, and besides that you're pregnant? Ju talks more, you know about my dream of being a father and you can never give me one son. My talk, Ju, you are very clueless. You know that I'm undergoing treatment by going to the best doctors to be able to give you a child, and you do this to me?" Ju asks for forgiveness. My speech, forgive you, Ju? Look what you deserve. Min slaps you in the face. Ju speaks, "Ta, my, I'm leaving, but be aware that it's your fault." Man, get out of here, Ju. I don't want to look you in the face anymore. Ju still says that she is largely to blame for all of this because she was unable to give him a child. G takes his things and leaves. Mayu stays there crying a lot for everything that G said. Ju moves in with his Mayara lover. He comes home from work and asks if Mayara made something to eat. He goes to see and nothing has been done. He says to Mayara, "Why, you haven't done anything yet, Mayara?" She says no. Ju says, "Love, you know I have to work, I need to eat, and you haven't done anything." Mayara says she's busy using her cell phone. So Ju says, "What about this shirt I asked you to wash? Why haven't you washed yet?" Mayara says he won't wash anything, let him wash it. Ju says, "Mayara, you stay at home all day, you can at least make food, wash clothes is the least." Mayara says, "No, I'm with you to be treated like a queen, not to be your maid." Ju gets mad, but doesn't say anything. Mayara says, "There is something else, I need money, I have to buy some things." Ju says, "Well, if you need money." Mayara takes all the money that we have. Mayara still talks, "Since you're here, make something for you to eat and enjoy it, and make it for me too, because I'm hungry." She says she's going to leave and she comes back. He asks, "Where is she going? And if it will take?" She says, "I'm going there, and I'm going to take a while," and Mayara leaves. Ju stays there talking to himself and says that Mayu wasn't like that, because when he arrived everything was ready to eat, clean clothes, he was treated like a king, she did love him. So he became thoughtful and decided to follow Mayara. Mayara had gone to meet her lover. the lover asks her how she managed to deceive her husband and leave. She says he was cooking because she's not going to do anything, she's not his employee. The man says, love, don't worry, you're only with him for the money and the baby. Mayara says, there's love, I brought you some money here to buy you some things. The man is happy. They are there making plans. What city is this video playing in now? Leave in the comments what you think of this story. When Ju arrives and takes the money from the man, he says, give me my money. The man gets up and tells Ju that money is mine. Ju says, you're nothing, and who are you? Mayara gets up and asks Ju, what is he doing there? Because he was supposed to be at home cooking. He says, I don't believe that, Mayara, you didn't even bother to go further away from home to betray me. Did you think I was going to be an idiot forever? The man pushes him and tells him not to yell at Mayara. Ju tells him to take his hands off him. The man still tells Ju he respects Mayara because she is pregnant. Ju says, look, if you want a child you can keep her, because you deserve each other. Mayara says, I don't know why you are like that, Ju. After all, I'm pregnant, I can't be nervous. And more, Ju, this baby I'm expecting is not yours but his. Just say, wow, at least you confess that you're a traitor, you two really deserve each other. Just say, look, Mayara, you don't need to go back home, no, there's nothing, you're everything, the one there is mine. The man says, look, Ju, Mayara, you don't need to hear that from you, no, she's going with me. Let's go, baby, I'll give you everything you need. Ju gets very angry and throws the money on the ground and wonders how he can exchange Mayu, who was a diamond, for Mayara, who is just jewelry. 6 years later, Mayu is walking with his son and ends up meeting Ju. They greet each other. Ju says that Mayu is very well, and he says, wow, 6 years have passed and I never had the opportunity to ask you for forgiveness. Mayu says to Ju not to worry because the first days were very difficult for her, but now she has turned around and is very happy with her accomplishment. Ju says, and is this beautiful boy your son? My man says, yes, he is my son and his name is Emmanuel, and he is also your son. Ju gets up scared, what do you mean, my son? But you were infertile, how is this possible? Mayu says, yes, but the treatments I did worked, and the day I found you cheating on me was the day I found out I was pregnant. I had that disappointment of seeing you with someone else, and on top of that she was pregnant, and I thought it better not to see you say nothing. Mayu says, Mayu, I beg your pardon, now we are having a second chance to rebuild our family and try again, and now complete with the son we always dreamed of. Mayu says, no, Ju, our time has passed, there is nothing more between us, I'm sorry. I need to take my son to school. Ju realizes the size of the mistake he made, but it's too late. Don't wait to lose who you love to give value. Value her so you don't lose, because regret doesn't bring anyone back.